Let's go to our caller from the 832 area code. Who's calling today from 832?
Hi, David. Is this me?
Yes, it is.
All right. Thanks for picking up my call. And I know you're not a historian, David, but this election to you, do you think it's just an unprecedented election, or do you see any similarities between this election and any previous election you've lived through or in history?
So, in terms of similarities, I'm less clear. What I can tell you is it's the most important election I will be voting in. And earlier in the week, I gave this example of, in 2012, when Barack Obama had been in for 4 years, we were in the middle of an economic recovery. Mitt Romney was running against Barack Obama. And he didn't really have a great case as to why you should even really vote for him. And he's going to lower taxes for rich people. And he had some, different ideas about the direction he wanted to take healthcare. And of course, socially, Romney was much more conservative. But I said, leading up to that election, I believe Barack Obama is the better candidate, and I believe Barack Obama has earned a second term. But it was not the most important election in that most likely the economy was going to probably do well between 2013 and 2017, regardless of whether it was Romney or Obama. This is a very different situation where our ability to recover from 4 years of Trump is dramatically more plausible than recovering from 8 years of Donald Trump. And so in terms of its unprecedented nature, this is without a doubt the most important election I will be voting in.
Interesting. And I'm guessing that in 2016, that at the time that was the most important election you'd be voting in, but this has superseded it.
What's crazy is there was a large, well, let me back up. There was a group of people on the left who in 2016 was saying, this doesn't feel that important. I mean, corporate corrupt Hillary versus Trump. I don't care if it's not going to be Bernie. It doesn't make it. Look at how consequential the 2016 election was. Consider how different things would be on the virus today if it had been Hillary Clinton rather than Donald Trump. And so I believe that there were a lot of people who didn't think 2016 was that important. In retrospect, we know that that was very, very wrong.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I definitely agree. And yeah, with Hillary, I think the approach to the virus would have been probably the antithesis.
Absolutely. And it would have been not about Hillary. It would have been about doctors, whereas now it's all about Trump and Trump's fights with doctors and et cetera. If it had been Hillary, it would have been much less about fireworks. It would have been, we're having doctors run this. We're having doctors make decisions because that's who should be doing it, public health officials.
Yeah, she would have been a good administrator in the sense of delegating tasks to people who know what to do. Yeah. No, Thanks for taking my call, David.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the call. We're going to take a brief break, but if you're holding, don't hang up. That's my advice because I'm going to go right back to the phones after this short break.